A drive-thru or drive-thru is a type of service provided by a business that allows customers to purchase products without leaving the cars. The format was pioneered in the United States in the 1930s by Jordan Martin, but has since spread to other countries. The first recorded use of a bank using a drive-up window teller was the Grand National Bank of St. Louis, Missouri in 1930. The drive-up teller allowed only deposits at the time. Orders are generally placed using a microphone and picked up in person at the window. A drive-thru is different from a drive-in in several ways. The cars create a line and move in one direction in drive-thrus, and normally do not park, whereas drive-ins allow cars to park next to each other. The food is generally brought to the window by a server, called a car hop, and the customer can remain in the parked car to eat. However, during peak periods, to keep the queue down and avoid traffic flow problems, drive-thrus occasionally switch to an order at the window, then park in a designated space model where the customer will receive the food from an attendant when it is ready to be served. This results in a perceived relationship between the two service models. Drive-thrus have generally replaced drive-ins in popular culture and are now found in the vast majority of modern American fast food chains. Sometimes, a store with a drive-thru is referred to as a drive-thru, or the term is attached to the service, such as drive-thru restaurant or drive-thru bank. Drive-thrus typically have signs over the drive-thru lanes to show customers which lanes are open for business. The types of signage used is usually illuminated so the open message can be changed to a closed message when the lane is not available. Examples: alcoholic beverages at a drive-thru liquor store, banking services at a drive-thru bank, postal services at a drive-thru mailbox, coffee at a drive-thru coffee shop, dairy products at a drive-thru dairy store, prescriptions at a drive-thru pharmacy, food and drink at a drive-thru restaurant, groceries at a drive-thru retailer. First by Tesco, UK, marriage, funeral home where mourners can drive by and view to the remains of the loved ones through windows. Pennsylvania State Representative Kevin P. Murphy installed a drive-thru window designed to speed constituent service. Photo processing at Photomid. Restaurants. A drive-thru restaurant generally consists of a speaker and microphone for customers to place their orders, a speaker and microphone, a wireless headset system for employees to hear the customer's order, a trigger pad beneath the concrete to activate the microphone and headset, possibly augmented with a CCTV camera, one or more freestanding signs listing the menu items, called a menu board. Newer drive-thrus feature a LCD OLED display within the speaker system in order to show the full order and total cost to avert order errors through miscommunication. At many brands of restaurants, a secondary display featuring the total is placed directly next to the order window. This is to ensure that the customer will know if the cashier intentionally overcharges them. Windows where employees interact with customers by processing the customer's payment and giving them their order. Most drive-thrus have either one window serving both functions, or two windows, with the first being used for payment and the second used for retrieving the order. Most restaurants have marked parking spaces just beyond the last window. If there is a significant delay in an individual customer's order, an employee may direct that customer to temporarily park in this area, clearing the drive-thru lane for the next customer and preventing delays to other customers. When the order is ready, an employee hand delivers the order to the customer in the designated parking space. This service therefore occasionally has some similarities to drive-in service, but only during peak periods. Drive-thru designs are different from restaurant to restaurant. However, most drive-thrus can accommodate 4 to 6 passenger cars or trucks at once. Most drive-thru lanes are designed so the service windows and speaker are on the driver's side of the car. For example, in left-hand traffic countries such as the UK, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand, the windows will be on the right side of the drive-thru lane, and vice versa in right-hand traffic countries such as North America and mainland Europe. There are a few drive-thru lanes designed with the service windows on the passenger side, but these lanes are disfavored as they cannot be used easily by cars with only a driver. According to author Michael Carl Witzel, drive-thru windows were a method first tested as far back as 1931 by the Texas pig sty chain. The first drive-thru restaurant was created in 1947 by Sheldon "Red" Cheney, operator of Red's Giant Hamburg in Springfield, Missouri, located on the famous Route 66. The restaurant served customers until its closure in 1984. Several other companies lay claim to having invented the first restaurant of this kind, including the In-N-Out burger chain, which didn't open a drive-thru until 1948. Maid-Rite also claims to have had the first drive-thru window. Other sources cite Jack in the Box as the first major restaurant specifically designed as a drive-thru and featuring a two-way intercom. The first Jack in the Box opened in 1951 in San Diego. The drive-thru concept was so unfamiliar to people at the time that the Jack in the Box clown, where the speaker was housed, held a sign saying, "Pull forward, Jack will speak to you." However, according to Michael Wallace, author of Route 66, the Mother Road, Red's Giant Hamburg in Springfield, Missouri is home to the world's first drive-thru window. McDonald's Sierra Vista, Arizona, was the first city to have a McDonald's drive-thru. The first McDonald's drive-thru was created in 1975 near Fort Huachuca, a military installation located adjacent to the city to serve military members who weren't permitted to get out of the cars while wearing fatigues. The original McDonald's was closed down and demolished in May 1999 and a new McDonald's replaced it. In 2010, the Casa Linda, Texas franchise opened a drive-thru, walk-up only store with no indoor seating, although it has small patio with tables. The same company operates a walk-up only storefront next to the West End station of Dart Rail. The first drive-thru restaurant in Europe opened at the Nutgrove Shopping Centre in Dublin, Ireland in 1985. In Spain and Russia, McDonald's drive-thru services are often called Mercato. In the Netherlands, Germany, France, Portugal, Italy and other northern European countries, McDonald's drive-thru service is called McDrive. In Chile, Argentina and Mexico, McDonald's drive-thru service is called Automac. Max Burger, 1981. Max Hamburgers opens Northern Europe's first drive-in in Petia. Banking in 1928, City Center Bank, which became UMB Financial Corporation. President R. Crosby Kemper opened what is considered the first drive-up window. Shortly after, the Grand National Bank in St. Louis opened up a drive-thru, including a slot to the side for nighttime deposits. Westminster Bank opened the UK's first drive-thru bank in Liverpool in 1959, soon followed by Ulster Bank opening Ireland's first in 1961 at Finaghy. In recent years, there has been a decline in drive-thru banking due to increased traffic congestion and the increased availability of automated teller machines, and telephone and internet banking. However, many bank buildings now feature drive-thru ATMs. Grocery shopping. Harold Willis and his father, Robert Willis, first incorporated a dairy and eggs drive-thru service in Redlands, California, in the early 1940s, supplying milk and eggs quickly and efficiently to driving customers. This utilized a dairy conveyor belt that Harold Willis had invented. Some supermarkets offer drive-thru facilities for grocery shopping. In the UK, this service was first announced by Tesco in August 2010. And in the United States, Crafty's drive-by grocery store in Virginia started offering the service. In 2012, the Dutch chain Albert Heijn introduced a pick-up point where one can collect groceries you bought online. Non-car usage. Pedestrians sometimes attempt to walk through the drive-thru to order food after the seated section of a fast food restaurant has closed. Many establishments refuse drive-thru service to pedestrians for safety, insurance, and liability reasons. Cyclists are usually refused service with the same justification given. However, in the summer of 2009, Burgerville gave use of the drive-thru window to bicyclists. Similar issues can arise in rural areas for people on horseback or in a horse-drawn carriage. On the 20th of July 2013, a woman was fined for taking her horse inside a McDonald's restaurant in Greater Manchester, United Kingdom after being refused service at the drive-thru. The horse ended up defecating inside the restaurant, which caused distress to other customers. Walk-up windows. Some establishments provide a walk-up window instead when a drive-thru may not be practical. However, the walk-up windows should not be confused with small establishments that customers are lined up for services such as mobile kitchens, kiosks, or concession stands. These walk-up windows are value-added services on top of the full services provided inside the stores. The walk-up windows generally provide similar customer experience with the drive-thrus by allowing customers to receive services from the exterior of the facilities through a window. There are many reasons for the owners to provide such services. An example is when McDonald's entered a new market in Russia where the majority of families didn't own cars. The owners developed the walk-up windows as an alternative. Another reason is to have a drive-thru experience in the locations that are not feasible to construct a drive-thru lane, such as in city centers. Some establishments may want to use walk-up windows to attract certain customer demographics, such as younger customers who need quick services during late night. Also, another reason is to offer extended service hours and maintain a safe environment for employees, such as a bulletproof walk-up window of convenience stores in high-crime areas. Ski-thru. McDonald's first opened a ski-thru called McSki in Sweden's ski resort of Lindvallen in 1996.